Okay, so no more business plans. We're throwing them all out the window. So how is this going to work? Give us an example.
So we're not going to throw them out forever. What we want to do is do some planning before we write a plan.
Okay. So give everybody, for those people who haven't taken your class, give us an example of, I don't know, some small company and how this would work. What
I just described was the theory of what a lean startup is. The practice is we now know how to teach this in a pretty efficient way. And the class you're referring to is the one I teach here at Columbia and teach in Stanford and was adopted by the US government. And it goes as follows. It says, we're going to have you apply to the class as a team, just like you would apply to an incubator and accelerator. And what you're going to do as your application is a business model canvas. We're actually going to make you fill out the canvas before you show up. That is, you're going to have to think about the pieces of your business. And then every week of the class, we're going to teach you some part of that business model canvas. What's a value proposition? What's a customer segment? But then every week, you have to get out of the classroom and talk to 10 to 15 customers a week. And then come back into the classroom and in front of your peers, present what you learned as your teaching team critiques you that perhaps that was not what you were supposed to learn. Repeat for 10 weeks. After 10 weeks, every team has spoken to over 100 customers and partners and regulators and whatever. It's almost impossible not to learn something substantial. And the transformation between day 1 and week 10 is just unbelievable. Does that answer your question?
So are they supposed to write a business plan after that, or is that still too soon?
You know, typically after that, they could go raise money. I mean, so think about it. Imagine you're a startup and you walk into a venture capital firm with, 9 slides and maybe a 43-page plan you researched in the business school library, and it's essentially your opinion versus the VCs. Who's going to win? VCs. Now imagine you walk into that venture capitalist firm with 9 slides, which summarize the lessons you've learned from 100 customers. Now, I won't guarantee you're going to get funding, but you're sure going to have a much different quality conversation. Because slide 1 will be, if you do a Steve Blank pitch, you're going to do, here's what we thought on day 1. And the VC is going to go, oh, no. And you go, no, let me show you slide 2. And slide 2 will say, well, here's what we found after talking to 35 customers. We realized our customer segment was wrong and that our channel should be this, so we pivoted. Oh, okay, well, that's kind of interesting. Yes, but let us tell you what happened after we spoke to the other 75 customers, and now after 110 customers, this is what our business model looks like. And by the way, we validated it by we have 450 active customers. Oh, that's a much different venture pitch. It cost you absolutely zero other than 10 weeks of your time, or maybe the time to build an MVP and some Amazon Web Services charge, to actually come from, I'm smart and I have an idea and want to raise money, to I'm smart, I think I validated product market fit or some components of this business model, and now the conversation that you'll have with either an angel or Series A investor is a much deeper and more interesting lesson.